Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. And I don't mind making this speech without a teleprompter, because the teleprompter is not working. I feel very happy to be up here with you nevertheless, and that way you speak more from the heart. I can only say that whoever's operating this teleprompter is in big trouble. Hello, Madam First Lady. Thank you very much for being here. And Madam President, Mr. Secretary General, First Lady of the United States, distinguished delegates, ambassadors, and world leaders. 6 years have passed since I last stood in this grand hall and addressed a world that was prosperous and at peace in my first term. Since that day, the guns of war have shattered the peace I forged on 2 continents. An era of calm and stability gave way to one of the great crises of our time. And here in the United States, 4 years of weakness, lawlessness, and radicalism under the last administration delivered our nation into a repeated set of disasters. 1 year ago, our country was in deep trouble, but today, just 8 months into my administration, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world, and there is no other country even close. America is blessed with the strongest economy, the strongest borders, the strongest military, the strongest friendships, and the strongest spirit of any nation military on the face of the earth. This is indeed the golden age of America. We are rapidly reversing the economic calamity we inherited from the previous administration, including ruinous price increases and record-setting inflation like we've never had before. Under my leadership, energy costs are down, gasoline prices are down, grocery prices are down, mortgage rates are down, and inflation has been defeated. The only thing that's up is the stock market, which just hit a record high. In fact, it hit a record high 48 times in the last short period of time. Growth is surging, manufacturing is booming. The stock market, as I said, is doing better than it's ever done. And all of you in this room benefit by that. Almost everybody. And importantly, workers' wages are rising at the fastest pace in more than 60 years. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? In 4 years of President Biden, we had less than $1 trillion of new investment into the United States. In just 8 months since I took office, we have secured commitments and money already paid for $17 trillion. Think of it, 4 years, less than $1 trillion, 8 months, much more than $17 trillion is being invested in the United States, and it's now pouring in from all parts of the world. We've implemented the largest tax cuts in American history and the largest regulation cuts in American history, making this once and again the best country on earth to do business. And many of the people in this room are investing in America, and it's turned out to be an awfully good investment during this 8-month period. In my first term, I built the greatest economy in the history of the world. We had the best economy ever, history of the world. And I'm doing the same thing again, but this time it's actually much bigger and even better. The numbers far surpass my record-setting first term. On our southern border, we have successfully repelled a colossal invasion. And for the last 4 months, and that's 4 months in a row, the number of illegal aliens admitted and entering our country has been 0. Hard to believe. because if you look back just a year ago, it was millions and millions of people pouring in from all over the world, from prisons, from mental institutions, drug dealers. All over the world they came. They just poured into our country with the ridiculous open border policy of the Biden administration. Our message is very simple.
Hello guys, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Transcend Capital. Today we are the 24th of September. We are Wednesday, miércoles. And yeah, a lot of you expecting Bitcoin to dump as usual. You get all these people giving you the exact scheme or target that Bitcoin is going to head to during the upcoming week. And the market tends to do the opposite. Welcome to real life trading. And all of the fair value gap, ICT, I don't know what, we must correct, we must do this, we must. How about we must go up? Don't you like that? Hello, let's King go. I'm doing great, man. Thanks for asking. How about you? How about you guys? How y'all doing? We must do this. We must do that. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. This looks bullish to me, guys. I'm not looking to open any shorts for now, I can tell you that. And yeah, let's I missed my entry at 110.8 and I don't want to FOMO in. You're not FOMOing in. Bitcoin still did not move. There's still some room for BTC, my friend. But the only thing is that you need capital in order to trade BTC. That's the only thing. And don't do like this guy right here. Like don't follow these influencers. That's all I can tell you guys. The road to 90k Bitcoin starts now. Well, I'm sorry for you, my friends. The road to 120k is gonna be starting right now. How silly is to put statements like that? How stupid and silly to give out directions and targets as if you're an expert in directional Bitcoin. Come on, guys. Like, there's a fair value gap. There's this, there's that, and there's a fair value gap that didn't get filled. Wait, hold on. Let's find one. Let's find the guys, do you see this one? There's a fair value gap right here. There's a fair value gap right here. We're gonna go down. How sad is that? And all those people hating. We're gonna go down to 90K, man. It's obvious. We're all-time highs. We're at all-time highs in the regular stock markets. Crypto Banner is the worst channel to watch. They can't even do a single technical analysis on any chart. I agree, man. This guy is he's a showman. You know, there's a big difference between show channels and actually trading, like opening a trade, having conviction, following your own system, not depending on others, and clicking the button to buy and to have the conviction for price to go up according to your analysis is 99% of the work. You won't get anywhere if you just follow 10 person or 10 influencers giving you their outlooks in the market and then trying to summarizing it and compiling it and then putting it in your head and then deciding what to do. That's what most people do. They look at several people. What do you think about the market? What is this guy saying? What is that guy saying? What is this guy saying? What is that guy saying? What is the whales on Hyperliquid doing? What should I do? Let me tell you something, guys. The whales on Hyperliquids doesn't really matter for them to get liquidated, because they already probably made tens of millions of dollars from obscure funds, and they're just gambling that money. But you, my friend, it does matter. So filter out the noise, guys. Filter out the noise. Even gold's new all-time high was a no-brainer sign that BTC will catch up. Yeah, but you always get these people telling you that the market is at the top. Everything is at the top. Everything is going to crumble. And because we're at the top, that means that we are at the top. And we should dump. And Bitcoin did not follow the gold or the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ. And it's showing weakness. Therefore, it means that it's going to dump. Come on, guys. Come on. Now, I'm not saying we might not visit 90K in the next months or week or whatever. But we as traders, we only need to focus on one thing, which is the present. And we need to value the present. We need to take decisions based on the present. And a lot of people are basing their predictions on the future, which is not a good idea at all. They're literally paid to do these negative contents. I have no idea, man. I don't get into these things. Nobody has ever contacted me to post a bearish analysis, and I'll never allow myself for someone to give me $2 to post a bearish analysis on the market. That's ridiculous. Or a bullish analysis on the market while I'm bearish. Because our channel, and by the way, I have not paid one single guy to promote any of my content. I've not paid one single follower, and I don't really care if you click to subscribe or you don't. It doesn't really matter for me, to be honest with you. People who are genuine and people who like value what I post, especially when I enter, I actually post on my Telegram and on Twitter exactly the moments where I enter the market. Rarely you'll see anybody doing that publicly with full-size capital. So we're talking here about 6-figure positions. And you guys can go back to my Telegram and see when I entered Bitcoin. I have posted it several times, as well as Aster and WL, World Liberty Finance, which I posted I entered today. And we're actually down on it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because as soon as Bitcoin is going to pick up and Bitcoin is going to go to 115, 116, all the market is going to be driven to the upside. So I'm not worried about that. The only thing that matters for me is what is Bitcoin going to do, and are we going to continue this uptrend? We need to continue this uptrend, guys. We need to continue this uptrend. I have a very, very, very big confidence that we will, but we have to continue this uptrend. Let's look at Aster, guys. Aster, come on, you guys. Everybody was hating on it. It's gonna go to zero. It's this. It's that. There's a dump coming on it. A whale is gonna dump. Crash is gonna dump. Crypto whale 006 is gonna dump. Come on, guys. Like if you see a trending market with a clear break of structure, why would it dump? Why would it dump, guys? Come on, come on. You know these posts, they make me laugh. Like it's only about time. It's only about time till this thing blows up and we go down to 90K. Bro, we're not there yet. We're not there. Even if what you're saying is true, even if this is a ticking time bomb, we're not there yet. So stop talking about the future and maybe focus on the present. Everybody likes the future, man. Nobody likes the present. Why? Why? ¿Por qué? Huge liquidity to the upside anyway, so BTC needs to sweep the highs, even make a new all-time high as gold. Why not? Why not? Your thesis could play out. Why not? But remember, as a professional trader, We only trade what we have in the present. And if the present tells us this is happening, we take our position. We do not think of what the future can look like, because this could fail. I mean, this rise could fail, right? If there is, let's say, a new war or some kind of big catalyst going on, some major bank going bust in the US, driving the whole economy down. I don't know, a new COVID comes up tomorrow, right? So let's think like professionals for a second. The market can do anything, but the difficulty lies in taking a decision in a short period of time with what the present is giving you, with what the current data that you have in front of you today is telling you what to do. I mean, we caught the bottom on Aster. I mean, Aster moved 61% from our entry, guys. It's not by coincidence. It's only by experience. It's not by coincidence, it's only by experience. I like that. I like that, guys. I wish I put more on Aster, but I already had a big position on Bitcoin, so Morena stock is making an insane bottom, by the way. Wouldn't it be surprised if another pandemic kicks in by 2026? Man, look, these are unexpected shocks to the markets. You need, if you're going to play with such sizes in the market, you need to know that anytime your position can be invalidated. If you're looking to pursue trading as a professional income source, not just like longing based on some influencers, or you just read price action theory and suddenly you became an expert in Solana trading. You need to put in mind that anything could be happening in the next hours. Anything. Let's check out Moderna stock. I actually haven't looked at it. I don't know what it looks like, to be honest with you. Moderna. Is it mRNA? That's the ticker, right? That is interesting. We do have a kind of bottom right here. Okay, that means that it's gonna go up. I mean, look, man, it can still go sideways and down for many months and possible years. Nobody knows when the next thing is going to be. Look at the weekly. Yeah, but you know, this is not a crypto chart. This is more of a traditional stock chart. So we could be going sideways for a very long time. Very long time. Guys, if you have any questions about the market, please feel free to write in the chat. Let us know where you're from, what's your experience, what are your thoughts on life and crypto, and how has crypto changed your life? No, I'm just kidding, guys. And yeah, if you like the content, please subscribe and like. BTC Coinbase. BTC Coinbase, man. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the daily candle, guys. If it's going to close like that, tomorrow is going to be another day of bullishness. All the way up, all the way up, all the way up to 121,000. That's a 7% rise, guys. 7% rise. And guys are still talking about being bearish. Oh. How many people have you seen shorting the market? I saw a lot of people shorting the market. Especially on these paid groups, people are sending me stuff on paid, but stop with this paid and this and that. Guys, our channel is free, for God's sake. Pay this and pay that, and it's hilarious. Pay for what? For you shorting the market? I'm not paying anything for you, my friend. You have to pay me. We're not doing Humpty Dumpty trades, you know, $5,000 20x. You know, that's the stuff you find in those channels. That's what these guys do, man. We're not doing that over here. We trade mainly large pairs and we do big trades. So we have big conviction on the markets. Because you can't be being unsure where the direction is and trade. That's not healthy for your brain. I think 90% of the retails are shorting based by news and boring price action. Yeah, there's a group of people thinking that we're gonna crash because S&P is at all-time highs. It doesn't matter if it's at all-time high. It really doesn't matter, guys. It can still do another all-time high at 6,800, at 7,000, at 7,500, and even 8,000. Right here. It can even go all the way up 20% more. Why not? And then have a crash? God knows. Those things can be predictable. You can only predict the present, guys. What you have in the present is going to dictate what you should be doing, and that's it. It's not as difficult as you may think it is. Oh, beautiful trend line. Beautiful trend line. No, nobody likes this trend line. Nobody likes this. Nobody has ever drawn this trend line. Everybody is looking at double tops. Double tops. This is what we have over here. And this is going to dictate what's going to happen. How about no? Those patterns are very, very dangerous to use, my friend. Very dangerous. Do not fall for this pattern bias in your brain. I mean, we need to break this now with volume to confirm it. Look at the descending volume, guys. Look at the descending volume. And something else I want to show you guys. I want to show you something. Wait, hold on a minute. Look at this, guys. If you guys check out the Bitcoin ETF, you're going to see that there's an outflow of $363 million that was on the 22nd, which was basically 2 days ago. And price has actually diverged from this negative outflow. So the 22nd was here. So can you see that price actually has started going up since this outflow that we had right here? There is a 756 Bitcoin buy order at 122.2. I don't know about that. Which exchange is it on? And I guess it's a limit order, right? So it can be removed at any time. order book heat map, but it would make sense with the trend line retest. You mean this line? I don't really check out things in the order book because, bro, an order book is it's a book where people put what they want to do in the future. So when you place an order to buy below price or sell above current price, it's an idea that you have for the future. Therefore, the future is unknown for the people who place these orders and for everybody. The future is unknown, guys. You need to put this in your brain. Professional traders don't rely on figuring out the unknown, but dealing with the unknown. It's two different separate things. We have to know how to deal with the unknown. James Wayne, referring to me being haunted by the market making cabal that ferociously haunted my positions. Bro, that was stupid, man. That was a stupid trade. You obviously saw your profits diminishing and you were turning in red. Why didn't you close it? Why did you keep it? Got straight to work with Aster. I knew it was coming and now it's time. Yeah, well, I can tell you something, my friend. Like, even the people who run Aster, they can see all the positions. Doesn't matter if they are like in dark pool or, I mean, the exchange, the decentralized exchange developers and team can see all the positions. I know, I'm just simply curious. They mostly make sense with key levels like golden pockets. James Sween is the other clown of crypto. Look, man, we have to give credit to the guy. Didn't he make like $30 million or something? And then he lost that money? So we have to give him credit for the first part. And then we have to give him discredit for the second part. Because trading is not only about making money, but keeping it, right? And okay, I mean, even if you felt that there's something wrong, and you know, there were already like rumors spreading around that they're gonna try to hunt him down. He could have closed his trade just before, like even if it was with losses, but not to get liquidated. I'm not sure also how that 40x trading leverage works out for him. I mean, how much margin does he need to have in order to make sure that his liquidation price is far away? Because that 40x, that means that like 2.5%, and you're already liquidated, right? What is my favorite non-alcoholic drink? Uh, you really want to know? I'll tell you what it is. I really love this drink. I really like it a lot. I really do like it a lot. I'll show it to you guys. It is basically this. I love this drink so bad. It's an amazing drink. Bavaria Smalt Strawberry. Have you guys ever tried this? It's a non-alcoholic beer with a strawberry flavor. It tastes so good. Bavaria commitment to quality and tradition shines through every sip of Bavaria strawberry with a rich history dating back to 1719. The brewery consistently delivers exceptional product by using only the finest ingredients. I can guarantee you this is true, guys. You guys have to try this. You have to try Bavaria Smalt Strawberry. You won't be disappointed. It's a family-owned business from the Netherlands with 300 years of brewing heritage. I love this drink so bad. I really love this drink. Guys, you should definitely try this drink. You won't be disappointed, guys. You won't be disappointed. This is a funny live, guys. I really get funny questions. I really do get funny questions. Do you know Sato? Is that a Japanese drink? Is that a Japanese drink? Oh, okay. Nah, he's a gambler like James. He's doing 24's ABC longs and short. Oh, are you talking about that Korean guy? Hold on a minute, man. I think I know what you're talking about. You're talking about that Korean trader, the one he has like Bybit. Yeah. And is he short the market or is he long? Is he short the market? Are you short, my friend?
Horrific act of terrorism, Israel has the right to defend itself. Hostages must return home.
Oh,
In
really?
Gaza,
Send me what's his
children
channel?
and families do not feel safe anywhere, neither in hospitals nor in their temporary shelters. Esteemed leaders, the thin line between legitimate defense and acceptable suffering is being painfully tested. We must allow access to humanitarian aid for those who need it. We hear the quest by Palestinians to have their own state. And I am proud that Slovakia does not need to make big gestures today, because for more than 3 decades, or 3 decades ago, we have recognized the right of Palestinian people to decide upon their fate. In Bratislava, we already have the embassy of the Palestine, and we believe in two-state solution. But this is achievable only at the table by diplomatic means based on the will to live side by side as Palestine and Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, the world is changing at unprecedented speed. The triple planetary crisis and quick progress in artificial intelligence are moving far faster than we are able to react.
What's the
Slovakia
link
has
of
been an
that
active
Korean
voice
trader?
in both global climate debates and discussions on the artificial intelligence. I don't want to sound doom and gloom. In fact, we must get ready for the new era, the unstoppable revolution. We need a responsible approach from all international institutions, the private sector, and also the governments. My country wants to contribute and to steer the debate and find solutions by hosting all the actors at the Summit on Education and AI in Bratislava, in our capital, in November this year. Finally, at the UN's 80, I want to return to the matter of how to make it fit for the next decades. To be diplomatic yet frank, in recent years, it has not always been in the best condition to meet its tasks. Its credibility has been reducing. Yet it would be unfair and incorrect to say it is irrelevant or incapable. Over the past 8 decades, the UN has provided us a space to speak on equal footing and to be listened to. Enemies can meet here eye to eye. It has succeeded in a wide range of areas. There have been groundbreaking agreements in many fields, including human rights, disarmament, climate, and health. G7, G20, BRICS, and other regional organizations with their own goals will never be able to fully substitute UN. However, the UN's health cannot be a justification for disengagement. On the contrary, the situation calls upon us for reinvestment in its strength. It lies in our hands, member states, more than in the executive powers of the Secretary General. UN reforms is desirable and, in light of the current financial situation, also indispensable. Reform of the Security Council is long overdue, with representation of nations that better reflects the reality of the changed world. Slovakia welcomes the UN 80 initiative. It will be a difficult task, but we have a common goal. The UN must emerge from this as efficient and capable of having impact where it matters most, in the field. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been called upon by our citizens to fulfill our duties in very difficult times. We can no longer sweep issues under the rug or pass the buck. We must respond. Our steps will be measured and we will be judged against it. Slovakia is ready to do its share, also as a candidate for non-permanent seat in the Security Council. Slovakia, a peaceful nation in Central Europe with multilateralism deeply in its DNA, we will always support international cooperation, a world based on rules with a strong UN in its heart. No child should be punished for being born in the wrong part of the world. Each child has the right to live in peace. Each child has the right for a decent life. It is our duty to make this real. Slovakia will do its part together with the nations that believe in peace and cooperation. We give this promise to the United Nations, and we give this promise to the future generations. Thank you very much.
On
behalf of the General Assembly, I would like to thank the President of the Slovak Republic. The Assembly will now hear an address by Her Excellency Hilde Heyn, President of the Republic of the Marshall Islands. I request protocol to escort Her Excellency and invite her to address the Assembly.
Madam President, Mr. Secretary General, Excellencies, the Republic of the Marshall Islands has a unique legacy with the United Nations, which reaches back to the creation of this organization 80 years ago. As a strategic UN trusteeship, it was the UN flag which flew first over our islands, and it inspired us to define our nation and speak up when we saw injustice. The UN was founded on a commitment to never again tolerate aggression, to avoid the very kind of geopolitical tension or even future open conflict between superpowers now openly foretold today in my own Pacific Islands region and far beyond. At a time when international cooperation is in dire need, the very foundations of global order are now more uncertain than ever. My low-lying atoll nation bears witness to the sharpest edge of climate change.
I think that you guys are referring to this Korean guy, right? Is he seriously short? Is he Is he seriously short, guys? This is gonna be funny. There you go. Look at this guy, man. Yeah, you should quit. You should quit smoking, man. All right, so that's the live, guys, right? That is the live. How stupid is that? 1.5 million? How stupid is that? How stupid is that, man? His BTC liquidity is at 127, but it will decrease because he have an Ethereum short too. It is the most retarded thing ever, guys. Why would you be shorting an uptrend? And there's a hammer. Look at, guys. There's a picture of him with a hammer on top of his head. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Want that to happen, no?
Say again?
I think you, out of everybody, want that to happen. You want this to flip hyperliquid because of what happened earlier in the cycle.
No, I don't blame that's nothing to do with Hyperliquid. That was more like just the fact that the trades was public, but the public on centralized exchanges anyway. So, but no, this is like revolutionary in crypto. It's a massive leap forward in like tech and like the decentralization of crypto, and having a hidden order book and no KYC. it's just giving more freedom to the people. It's crucial. It's imperative for big traders like myself. This is what we need, and now we can hopefully trade with size and not have to be so cautious about being hunted. And obviously, with CZ backing it and holding most of the supply, and I think we all know like CZ's a killer in the space. I mean, he's extremely competitive. He won't stop until Astor is number one and the best. He likes winning. It's not even the money. He likes building and he likes winning. So yeah, I think it's heavily undervalued. I think it will go to tens of billions, and over the next 5-10 years, it could be like the number one. Like
James speaks like someone's pointing a
outweighing
gun
all
at
of
his
the
head.
sexes put together.
We're in the same camp. We are longing Astor and we're shorting hype. Can you talk about the unstaking? Because Astor launched 17 days ago, and I think it probably took 1 or 2 days for really people to think this is a real competitor with hype. And now it's 3x perp volume. But do you know if there's a lot of hype in the staking queue right now being unstaked?
I have hype being unstaked right now. So I don't know what that queue's like, but yeah, I mean, I can imagine there is a lot in queue, but I don't know where you can see them numbers. Maybe you can, maybe you cannot.
That was my biggest question, and it's very hard to find relevant data. So you're unstaking right now. What are your plans once it unstakes?
Well, you can do with that information what you will.
I mean, my guess is we're gonna have unstaking from hype to rotate over to Astor. That's my guess.
Well, yeah, either rotation or typically when people are unstaking, they're unstaking because they want to sell. Not all of the time, but typically.
James Wynn, how do you feel about CZ tweeting you specifically in his first announcement of Astor? He said basically we don't want those James Wynn cinematics to occur. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I have had interactions with CZ over the past few months, even privately. I knew this was coming. Yeah, I mean, I knew this product was coming.
You think it's going to flip all the other centralized exchanges? Do you think it'll flip BNB?
Well, I don't know. In the future, maybe because I don't know. We don't really. We shouldn't have to rely on a centralized organization. Crypto. Is giving like the power to the people. Giving us control of our money. Why should the banks have control over our money, which they don't even have, by the way? When you go to a bank and get a mortgage, they just print that number digitally. They don't have that money. And then what they do is they loan you that money on the loan, on the interest on the loan. And then whatever money that you put in the bank, they then use to buy real estate property and make interest on it. It's just the whole system's flawed, corrupt. So this is just another small step in the right direction of decentralization.
Have you looked into the dark pools at all? Do you know any info on how that's going to operate, or is it all going to be unfolded soon?
No, I haven't really looked in. I've actually been traveling a lot, and I've got a lot of other things going on right now. But yeah, I'm catching up, and that's why I'm hopping in spaces.
Man, I remember when we were on stage together in Marty Party's spaces during everything that was going on with you, and Arkham was stalking you, and all the exchanges were stalking you, which I think they still are. Do you feel like dark pools will prevent that type of stalking and following you everywhere and watching your next move and trying to predict your next move? Do you feel like dark pools will help out more on your end for trading?
Well, yeah, that's what they're built for. Hopefully, they work as designed. But we yet to see. I'm sure there'll be problems, which this will be like a product that they will constantly need to work on and improve on, and there may be bugs, there may be glitches, but I'm sure it's nothing they can't fix.
How high do you see Aster going in the next 3 months during like the peak of this bull,
Mm,
which a lot of people are predicting is at the end of this year as winter comes? How high do you see it going? Like, what are some price
yeah,
targets you see
a
happening?
minimum of 10x. The 10x would bring it to 38 billion.
Oh, guys,
Yeah,
man.
a minimum of 10x.
Minimum
Like, in my
10x,
opinion.
minimum, guys. Come on.
I mean, you got to remember there's like 12 billion sitting in hype. Maybe hype will rise, maybe it will fall. There's a lot of like speculation and worry. What will happen to hype right now.
Minimum 10x.
Arthur
Oh, man.
Hayes
Oh.
sold $5 million worth of hype as soon as the Asta news dropped. So even smart people are repositioning or like de-risking maybe from hype. Just in case. Yeah, maybe a 10x. You know, but in the future, could be far bigger.
How do you get
I'm sure it's
to
a
like
product that will be
to
around
like
for a long, long time.
Hey, earlier Alex asked you a question about the unstaking. So currently, if you ask Grok about its unstaking queue, it says that there is around $11 billion worth of hyperliquid token currently being unstaked.
Yeah.
Do you see that all coming over here to Aster, or like the majority of it, obviously?
I'm not sure. The reason people stake on hype is because they get cheaper trading fees. So it's encouraged to stake. That's the main reason. I'm not sure.
And gas is like 10 times cheaper.
What on Asta?
Yeah.
Well, Asta have more deposit methods, right?
Mhm.
And they're multi-chain. They're not just native to BNB, which is very important.
everything is
Now,
going to
there are some
Aster.
rumors that CZ was pardoned by Trump, and the news has not come out yet. Do you feel like news of that releasing sometime in the next few weeks could really impact the price of Aster?
I'm not too sure if it would have anything to do with the price of Asta or not. I don't see why it would.
Cool.
Anyway, I'm gonna mute my mic, but I'll stay around and listen for a bit longer, and I'll tune in again maybe within the next few days.
Man, James, you're a G, bro. To see you like head on, and again, I've watched you during the best and worst times come up and engage with the people and talk to the people, bro. You're definitely one of us. I wish that we could all be together on one thing. I always wish that in crypto, and it's beautiful to see a lot of us come together for Aster and all have got like similar views. And this is what happened with Wall Street Bets back in 2020 and 2021, and how they beat the banks. And I do feel like there are some nasty cabals in this space that play against us in every way. And if we could wreck them working together, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. Asta's the future. As of right now, Asta's the future. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, keep up the good work, guys. We'll catch up soon.
Legend.
Appreciate you,
Have a
brother.
great night,
Thank
God
you.
James.
bless, man. Thanks, boys. See ya.
Alex is
Well,
starstruck right
we
now.
got a crew in the after community. That's a crew right there. You know what I mean?
Let's
That's
go.
who you're invested with. You got James Wynn, and we got Bolivian just jumped up here. I mean, you guys got a crew in the Aster community. These are the people I want to ride with. This is a ride or die crew right here.
It's better to ride with people who got money than people with no money. I'll tell you that.
If you heard James, he's saying we're gonna be 10xing like soon. It sounds like.
This is exactly what we were talking about this morning. It directly benefits your giga whales, your hyper whales like James, right? Like if what happened previously in the cycle is solved, imagine the other people on that caliber that are going to be playing in that game, right? That's really where the volume and the fees come from. So bullish, send it higher.
Now, I'm gonna tell you guys something about James Wynn, yo. This space can really be cultish and like cannibalistic at times of itself. Like people eating each other alive, people PvPing each other for not just money, mainly money, but mind share and clout and all kinds of sick, evil things. When James Wynn was going through what he was going through, it's very similar to the Web 2 world before crypto, right? It's corporate greed, it's banks, it's the government versus the people. And when we saw them all gang up against James Wynn, I did see a lot of stuff on the timeline against James Wynn, and it was like, man, this doesn't make sense. Like, whose side are you on? We're here for crypto, right? Isn't crypto for the people and self?
Ah, man. The guys are pumping Aster. Don't you think that Aster is gonna go to the moon? How stupid these questions are. Aster is made for you, James Wynn. It's made for you. So nobody can see your positions, James Wynn. What the hell is this, man? What the hell are they talking about? So what's up with this Korean guy? Like, is he gonna get liquidated? James is a paid actor too. Yeah, his voice was not so convincing, right? Like he sounded like he was on some serious medication, man. I mean, I didn't buy Acer because of them, to be honest. And I didn't buy Acer because it's gonna benefit the whales by hiding their positions. All that is marketing lingo. The reason why I bought Acer is because it looked like a good entry to buy. That's all. And it had good volume. And good fundamentals. Aster sounds like another cult project. Yep. Yes, sir. That is true. That is true. So what's going on with Bitcoin right now, guys? Nothing much. We got nothing much. It's just sitting at 113,500. Alright guys, so this is the beginning of the week and we shall resume our live probably by the end of this week. We'll pull out another live and maybe next time it's gonna be on Pump Fun. What do you guys think? So thank you all for participating and for the ones who will be checking this video later on. And yeah. Hope you like it. It was short, concise, few tips here and there, and direct to the point. Alright, so See you guys and have a very, very good night.